Dear Diary, welcome to the Vinny Virtue. My name is Dustin Taylor. I'm just your crazy guy who goes through a spiritual awakening. Started following all the paths. I sound so retarded when I say paths. It just does not sound right. Paths. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, here's the deal. Every time I make a mistake, stumble over my words, go on a tangent, or say something that I think is true at the moment, but that I probably should go fact check most of my stuff because I don't ever edit my videos. You drink. So the reason I've actually created this channel was just to get who I am out there and get things off of my chest and just kind of understand life. And my channel's not going to be for everyone. That's cool. We all have our own problems. We have our own ways of dealing with things. I'm just trying to show the world how to go through life, assess what has happened to you, and if you still harbor any emotions or whatnot, post it online. And this way people can see, hey, he's given up all of his sins and addictions, opened up a company, and he tells life about how he's going through life to the most honest, truthful way he ever can, which probably scares a lot of people, probably scares my family, probably scares a lot of people. But I'll try never to say names unless I'm really trying to endorse you. And honestly, I don't really want to hurt people. That's not really my intention whatsoever. So I make these videos just to really just digress life. So in this last, like I don't even know when the last time I made a video. Could have been a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Not too sure. I don't really do a lot of videos. I got 91 of them, but maybe that's like once every week or every few days or something. I'm not too sure. Anyways, I've noticed that I lost some subscribers, but I'm picking up a lot more people on TikTok. And that's the other interesting thing is I started this company, and May 9th was my official like corporation open date. It's what, August 17th. I got shafted in the banking. I still have not received back my money. It's like that's my own money. Just what are you doing? So now you just steal people's money. So K International Bank in Belize, don't ever use them. Because even if you have money in your own account and try to transfer it back, it's been over 2 weeks. Just saying. A wire transfer only takes 4 business days, not 2 weeks. So now you're really trying to steal my money. That sucks. Like, I guess it is what it is. Lesson learned. So, in a spiritual awakening, when one door closes, you just go, all right, wasn't meant for me. You just have to have faith. Like, it sounds so weird because you'll go, okay, well, I still need to find banking. Where do I go? So, I found OPay, which is based out of Africa. And considering my company is based out of East Africa, it coincides. And then the second one I found is, I believe it's Sokin, and they're based out of the United Kingdom. So I filled out all my paperwork with them. I'm actually looking at the paperwork for Sokin right here. There's a few things that I don't really agree on, so I'm going to double check before I fill everything out and send it in. Because you know what? I believe that once it's on paper and everyone has a copy, there's no way to get around like the disputes or resolutions. You know, like if you were to get sued or anything like that. So, anyways, he sends me a link, and it's interesting because when I looked at doing a corporation, I said, okay, like, what are the steps? Because nobody's going to teach you how to get to the top. Unless you're from a wealthy family, you got nepotism, you got people that know who you are. Good luck. Everyone knows me, but I'm a nobody. Okay, so I have 2 degrees. I'm highly educated. Work hard. I've done sales. I've got no addictions. But no one's going to show me how to get to the top. Nobody. In fact, I've watched it my entire life where every company I've ever gone to, I was willing to work harder, hustle harder, and do things faster. It sounds really bad, but I wanted to get to the top. I put me in any company when I was 20 years old. Good luck. I'm coming for your job. And I think people, that's probably why I've been fired probably over 100 times, because people saw how hard I was willing to work or what I was willing to do to get ahead. So people would get scared. I get it. Like, who wants to lose a job, and if you're already at the top making 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever you're making, you have some 20-year-old who's willing to do things 10 times faster and prove himself quicker. I get it. I got it. I learned very quick. Well, I didn't learn very quick. I don't learn my lessons at all. In fact, it's so bad that once you go through your spiritual awakening and you start opening up doors, it's you will see how many times you've had that lesson brought in front of you and you probably fucked it up, in all honesty. Because all the doors I've opened led to like 20 more new doors. And I was just like, shit. So then you gotta go assess those. You gotta assess that situation from the other person's point of view if somebody else is involved. From your point of view, why you did it, and be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell the world like what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm going to tell you when you open up some of the doors, just be honest with yourself. Once you're honest with yourself, you're just like, shit. And maybe it's just that the fact that people always have this like a stigma of like what's right and wrong. We've all done everything wrong. It sounds so bad, but everyone's hands are dirty. Whether you believe it or not, everyone's hands are dirty. So just go through the day. Okay, so I'm like I said, I haven't made a video in like a week or so, which means there's 7 days that I have gone through, and I don't even know what day I can choose, but I can probably pick out 10 different stories and go, maybe I should have done something different that way, or maybe I should learn this way. I don't really know. I can tell you right now that because in a spiritual world, I know about timelines, and the years don't just start in January like the 3D world says. We're starting a new timeline. Oh, there you go. Drink. I stumbled my words. We started a new timeline on August 8th. So a week and change ago. So this next timeline gets interesting because I've lost 6 people off of my Facebook. They've just chosen to like get rid of me. And I'm thinking, why did you guys get rid of me? So 2 of them, I said, hey, like, if you're willing to do my idea, I'll do it for you guys for free. I just need your guys' input so that I know which way to tailor it to move it forward. And they said yes. And then they backed out on the day that we were supposed to do it. And then both of them have deleted me off of Facebook. Another girl, she asked me about advice on how to work out and whatnot. And I just said, here's the deal. She's a bigger girl and I was bigger. And I said, I keep telling people, I go, do the body recomposition first. Because here's the thing, do not touch weights. If you don't know what your body looks like at a healthy body percentage for men, it's 12%. I'm at 18% right now. I'm going to tell you right now, I got areas where it's like I look really good, but then I still have the chub in areas that I'm just like, it might take me 6 months to lose 18 pounds. It might, but I'm doing it healthy. I'm doing it with cardio every day. I'm going to show people come December, if I did this every day, and if you checked out my TikTok, which will show you 3 hours a day, 45, 45 and a half, 46 kilometers a day, 4,200 calories. I can show you right now, if I turn my computer, which I might actually do, you will see a big bowl of fruit. It has a tub of yogurt and 4 packages of granola. And you're going to go, that sounds like a lot. And once I show you this, you will say, that is a lot. But that's 1,500 calories. Behind it, I'll show you my dinner. I had 14 chicken legs, but I've only ate five. I'm going to eat seven, and then seven of them will be for tomorrow. But I also had that same bowl full of vegetables. You can see I eat a lot. But what I just showed you and what I just said is 3,000 calories. And when you look at how much that probably weighs and what I'm putting in my body for weight to food ratio, I'm probably putting in 7 pounds of food. So you're telling me that every day I eat 7 pounds of food, but I work out hard, I don't have a six pack, and you're going to go, well, yeah, you eat 7 pounds. No. Did you see what I'm eating? It is the cleanest calories you can eat. There's tea behind there with honey. You saw hot sauce. The only other thing that I have that's still bad is the Diet Pepsi. I have one of those a day. You know what? It is what it is. Sorry about that. But what I'm trying to show people is that you're not going to get a six pack overnight. This is a 3-year process. I'm showing people from day one where I weighed almost, I think the last time I checked the scale was 386. I probably got to 400. If we're going to be 100% honest, I probably got to 400 pounds. That's a big boy. And it's funny because today at the gym, and whether I know the guy's joking, like I know him. His name's Larry, and he owns an A&W restaurant. Okay, and he goes, "You gotta hit the weights." I was go, "Nope, I'm in my last 18 to 20 pounds. I've never seen a six pack until I see what my body looks like at its natural form, and I eat 7 pounds a day. I'm not going to get off the cardio machine. I'm not going to change my diet. I'm going to show people what it took to go from 400 pounds to a six pack. I'm going to tell you, if I did steroids, I would have, life would have been so much easier. I'm going to tell you, like when I did clenbuterol, clem, I don't know if it's an N or M, whatever. Like you can feel the fat burn. But I didn't get the six pack. But I'm going to tell you, those people who actually go on like full on steroids, needles, and everything, I look at the guys in the gym and I go, okay, like you guys look really good. Like, I can't even deny it. You look really good. And if you get off that steroid, then what? Like there's got to be an aftermath. So now you're either stuck in two situations with that one. You're either going to keep doing steroids, which affects your liver, your heart, everything else to look good, or you're going to get off it and then people are going to go, ah, he was juiced up. It wasn't just 15 years of working out. But I'm going to show you eating 7 to 8 pounds of food every day, healthy calories, working out. Come December, I will actually show a video of me flexing just to be shotty because I'm that guy in a white fur jacket. Maybe I'll be wearing a Santa hat. I could be like, what, Magic Mike? Yeah, maybe that's what I should be striving for is to be Magic Mike. I just don't have the elephant trunk that they have, but it'd be nice to just see the six pack. Six pack, fur, cowboy hat, or maybe whatever. That's just ego and chanchiness talking there. What? Don't pay attention to that. Anyways, but yeah, I'm trying to show people, and he goes. It was funny because he goes, you're starting to get some chicken arms, and I go, I'm going to take that as a compliment. And he goes, really? I'm like, yeah. I weighed 400 pounds. Nobody ever called me skinny, lean, or chicken arms at 400 pounds. They probably just said, oh, he's got a great personality. And even then, I didn't have a great personality. So, no, I'll take the chicken arms, Like, I've worked hard for these chicken arms. A lot of hours. A lot of hours go into these chicken arms. But that's what I'm trying to say is just If you're overweight, get to that healthy body percentage. Learn to train your diet around to how many calories you spend in a day, and live that type of life. I'm not gonna lie. I, I even told him, I go, I had a cheat meal yesterday. He goes, oh, what'd you have? Pizza, beer? And I go, no, I haven't drank in almost 3 years. I said, probably shouldn't go back to that lifestyle. It wasn't for me. I said, but pizza sounds good. I go, no, honestly, I had a big bowl of cereal. I said, I want to go out and just have the biggest bowl of sugary cereal and just take it for what it is. So I put an extra 1,000 calories in my body last night, and it was Fruit Loops. That was my cheat meal. I didn't go all rock style and eat 14 pancakes and syrup and everything else that he goes through on his cheat meals. I had a big bowl of cereal, so that's the difference. I'm trying to do this as clean as can be, and I do take ephedrine. Technically, I'm doped up. Well, and I smoke dope, so I'm doped up. Cool. I'm doped. Anyways, it is what it is. But I'm trying to show this. And I've been watching these cycles of like how my life goes. And let's go back to like say my champagne year. So the champagne year is the same age that you're born on is your birthday. So it would have been like November 30th, and I'd be 30 years old. So that would have been, me and math, 2014, somewhere around there. And that's the year that me and my ex broke up. And I probably said this in one of my other videos. My life is a repeat. Honestly, some of these videos just probably repeat over what I say. It's just me collecting my thoughts, going, interesting. This is all a cycle. And I remember I was drinking. It was a Sunday. And I always take my Shar out. We would always go run, and that's really how I got a lot of my exercise, was running with my Shar, who was not supposed to work out more than 20 minutes. And I was like, hell no. This dog, we can go. We do it together. So there'd be like parts where I'd have to drag her along, and then she would get a second win, and she'd drag my fat ass along. But I was watching, and I remember a few weeks earlier, I said, man, wonder what would happen if like those people who do the sprinting and like jump over the, the barricades, the obstacles. I'm not too sure what it is. Drink. Anyways, I said, what would happen if they like tripped? Like, how would they like land? What would happen to them? Would they break anything? Yeah, I threw that out in the air. Sure enough, the one day that I'm out running with my dog, and I was drinking, she turned around to look at me to see if I was behind her. And this one day, I am actually on her tail as quick as we can be. Like, it was never like that. She was always way ahead of me. So the fact that she looked to see, because she would always stop so that my fat ass could catch up to her. She was a nice dog that way. I was right on her tail. And then she stopped, and I couldn't stop quick enough. And I landed like this, broke this wrist, sprained this wrist, and broke both my elbows. And that was it. That's how you watched my like path end. I had to sell off my I had to sell off my house. I had to Me and the ex broke up. I lost all my money because I couldn't work. So I was coming into bankruptcy. Coming. I kept pulling the bank, like going, hey, like I'll pay you guys back. And they go, no, we can't do it. I had to ask my mom for money. I think she helped me out, which I appreciate. Thank you. If I didn't say thank you, I appreciate that. Like it got to the point that I was right at my bottom. I couldn't afford shit. I couldn't afford liquor. I couldn't afford food. I couldn't afford life. Like I was at the bottom. I had nothing. Couldn't even get the hours for EI. Nothing. And then we sold off the house, and then I just had money. And my initial thought was, all right, I'm going to do this right. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to get a six pack. and I'm going to go move to a beach. Okay? What did I do? I went to Thailand and hung out with the devil and kept on my devil ways. I spent 2 years traveling the world, blah, 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 blah. So the psychic, and now we're going to go, oh, we're back on the psychic thing. Okay, but my aunt gets murdered. Okay? And I come back to be a good family member because you know what? My family is actually really loyal. I'm the shitbag in the family. I really am. That's the worst part. It's not that I'm not loyal to them. It's just really trying not to be part of this life where I'm trying to actually jump timelines and show it so that my future kids and legacy hangs out in private schools, hangs out with the elite, has a chance to see what a corporation is made of. I want them to experience that life because choose your hard. That's what I'm trying to say. Choose your hard. That's all it comes down to. And the psychic, I come back and I talk to the psychic with my mom, and I go, like, am I ever going to fall in love ever again? She goes, yeah. And I go, oh, okay. Like, when, where, what not? And she goes, oh, Australia. And then I go, okay. Well, what does she look like? She goes, oh, she's got brown hair, brown eyes, and she has to be 5'1". She says that 3 times. I go, well, that doesn't sound like anything I would date. Is she good looking? She goes, no. From what you normally date, not at all. She's 100% different. And I go, so hold on. I'm just going to go hit on somebody who I don't find attractive and I'm just going to fall in love? And she goes, yeah, you're going to fall in love with the heart, but it's just going to happen. And I go, what? I'm like, so I'm just going to fall in love with the heart. It's just going to happen. I go, okay. And then she goes, be her best friend. Says it 3 times. And I'm thinking, okay, cool. So I already went to Australia. I met that girl with brown hair, brown eyes, 5'1". The conversation, she has to be 5'1". I asked her, I said, how tall are you? She goes, 5'2". I'm like, huh, I think you're 5'1". She goes, no, I'm 5'2". I go, sure you're not 5'1"? She goes, no, I'm 5'2". I'm like, show me your ID. She goes, okay, I'm 5'1". Why did the psychic say that 3 times? I fucked it up. And I was thinking, shit, I screwed up love. I'll never find love ever again. You know what God did? He goes, haha, you shitbag. You would have learned your lesson within 2 months. I would have given you love right away. But I didn't. So he put me in another cycle. And then, here's the interesting part. When I first graduated university, I graduated with an economics degree, and I had a job at Rapid Response Projects as um, a document control specialist. And my job was eventually supposed to take me to Saudi Arabia and Qatar. And then I stayed for love, right? The love that I had broken my arm and everything with. So that cycle ends. Now we come back to this cycle. COVID happens. I had a job working at FedEx. FedEx eventually gets bought out, and I'm thinking, well, if I don't really have a job, I should probably go back to school and do something with my life because I don't want to be controlled by anyone ever again. So I go back to university for a finance degree. Come out, and my last semester, I only had like I think maybe two classes, and they were all online. And I told my one buddy, and this is interesting because my one buddy knew about me in India, and I said this probably in my other video. From his family who's spiritual, knew about me saying, "Hey, there is a guy that if you want this path in Canada, you have to stick by him. His light shines brighter than everyone else's. You will know who he is. You deviate, drink. You deviate away from him, that path ends and it's over." He eventually knew me, and he knew about my twin flame, and his family goes, keep him away from the twin flame. Keep him away. He's destined for something bigger. He goes that path, he's done. That means it puts you into a cycle. So if you don't learn your cycles, you get stuck in the same cycles. And when you're stuck in the same cycles, you'll see the same types of people, the same types of situations, the same type of energy, and you'll never get ahead. It gets really bad because she's a twin flame, which is the other half of my soul. So here's the thing. I fell in love with the heart. Okay, cool, 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 cool. But she played games. She's a narcissist. Like anything you want to say about her, I'll guarantee you that's who she is. I haven't seen her in quite a while. And I know this that my next cycle comes up. Okay? So right now, if you look at it, today is August 17th. I have 18 pounds on my entire body before I see a six pack. Because you have to lose the fat everywhere else before you lose the last bit, which will be the six pack. Guaranteed. I'm watching my body. Lean, lean legs, lean back. The love handles are almost gone. It's I'm watching it now go like this. Everything's just coming in, and the chest, everything. I'm so I'm pretty good on watching my body and how it's changing. Okay, so now like I said, I had that soul contract that was going to change everything. So she broke my heart, right? Cool. What did I do this time? I've been trying to work and pay off my debt. Stuff has happened. I get it because I'm not supposed to finish this cycle quite yet because I did a lot of cycles wrong, didn't do it the right way, tried to either speed up life, get the house, the car, the woman, this, instead of just working on one thing at a time. Because the way this world works is if you get one thing right, it rewards you going, all right, let's do the next part. All right, you do the next part. I'm telling you this, if you don't speed up the energy of the world and you go on the world's time, this is a whole different ball game. This is what the this is what the elite are not trying to show you or teach you. They're not going to show you how to get ahead, and they're not going to show you about the time. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to knock on wood. I hope I never have to claim bankruptcy. I know how close I am right now, but I also know if I do this right, the debt will be gone. The company will be open. Why do I not have any customers yet? Like I said, May 9th, right? It's August 17th. You know why? Because God says, you're not ready yet. Now, when I go back to this tangent, I go, ah, the banking. And here's the other thing. I did all the forms when I looked up how to run a corporation. I went to Chat GPT, drink, sorry about that. I think it's Chat GPT, and got all their stuff, did up their like their mock forms. I was like, yeah, like if I ever have to go to a lawyer, like my forms are already done. He can just go, hey, you need to fix this. Time's easy, pay him the money. So that was the initial logic. So now that the banking in Belize, like I said, never go to Belize because they're obviously shady. They will keep your own money and they'll even keep your application fee without telling you why they do not accept your corporation. Okay? I'm legit. They had to do a background check on me worldwide. You know why they didn't accept me? Too small. I'm a startup company. They're going to say, we don't really want to gamble with him. We'd rather gamble with someone who's got $1 million in the bank so that we can invest the money. That's probably the honest reason. Money, the money they bring in, they invest, makes the world turn. I get it. Cool. We'll play the game. So this UK company goes, hey, do you have articles of association? And I said, no. And they go, well, here's a link where you can go to like a Rocket, I think it's called Rocket Lawyer. And so I checked out the link and I can get my NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. I can get my consulting agreements done. I can get my website saying like, hey, um, some of this stuff is taken from other websites. I'm not here to profit on my website for other people. And I never knew about this. And I'm just thinking, why did that door open up? Because if I have to make this an actual corporation, I have to be held responsible, which is fair. Because if I do these lawyer documents, now it means that I can't say anything about anyone else. So if you do come to me, Now it is professional. Now it is one on one. I do get to say, hey, do the KYC, send it to me, fill out the non disclosure agreement, fill out the consulting agreement. And if we want to move forward, we work one on the hour and we bounce things off. And you're going to go, but you're not educated in health or wellness or this or this. You guys are absolutely correct. I have a degree in economics. I have a degree in finance. I have every safety ticket. I have my class 3 license. I have my air brakes. And I've been in over 100 industries. And right now, I am the healthiest version I've ever been. I have the healthiest diet I've ever had. And if my only addictions that are left is a 1 liter of Diet Pepsi a day and marijuana, I'm doing pretty good in life. And you guys can say, whoa, you still smoke pot? Okay. I'm not perfect. Okay. The fact that I had to change my entire life from being a fuck boy who sleeps around, my thing was if you were in a relationship and I knew I could get you, because I can't ever get a girlfriend, I go, huh, if I can sleep with you, but you're willing to date someone else, that's messed. Like, and I'm not proud of myself because I did that lots. I played that really weird game that ugh, it's not good. I get it. I probably ruined a lot of relationships, and that's probably the reason why I'm not ever in a relationship because God's saying, really? Do you want to be in a relationship like the ones that you are trying to ruin? Do you really want it that bad? All right, God, I get it. So you know what? Don't sleep around. Don't ruin relationships. Be a better person. Do the hustle right. Build up the company. Eat proper. Show people that the timing of life will always work out. Everything is planned out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, my next path opens up very quick. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. You guys can't believe me, but you have to believe me. I'm so close to bankruptcy, and it just happened. Once you start figuring this out and you start getting through the timelines and seeing how things have happened in the past, you're present. It's it's a game. Watch your life as a game and slow down life. Don't listen to everyone else out there. No one's teaching me how to build a business. I'm just going on Google going, how do they do this? Oh, and then do it my way. Oh, what do I need? Oh, okay, let's see how we can get this done. I have done everything 100% my way. That's the game of life. No one's telling me how to run a business. No one's showing me how to be successful, but I'm getting little tidbits from people here and here. Okay? So now when we come out to my second and third path, be her best friend. Be her best friend. Be her best friend. My best friend, she's a beautiful girl. And it's funny because a post came up the other day. I said, why can't this girl, and it was a Tinder girl. I said, why can't this girl be like 5 foot, blonde and blue eyes? Like my dream girl. Wonder what my best friend looks like. Wonder if I just said that. Huh, interesting. And if it's not her, it's not her. That's okay. But something tells me that the psychic, who was right on 2 stories so far, is telling me who the third story is. Which means that life is already planned out. Life is already planned out. Because and now, watch this. Last year, I'm outside the place, which is another bar in Lethbridge, and it was for karaoke night. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever hear me sing karaoke, it's either like I got friends in low places or Ice Ice Baby. I could kill them both, but I am the worst singer. Like dogs howl, cats probably like run. Like that's how bad I sing. But you know what? The reason I do it, and I do it sober, because I want to eventually be a motivational speaker, and I want to be in front of crowds, and I want to be able to speak without jumbling my words. So I do it. I put myself in that limelight because I know that people are going to judge me and say everything about me. But at the end of the day, I want you to do it too. Because if you do it, Like, isn't that thrill? Oh shit, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck up. What if I say the wrong thing? Oh shit, what are they gonna say about? Damn. Like I'm getting chills all through my body just thinking, man, everyone probably thinks that. And then at the end of the day, yeah, you probably are going to fuck up. Life's already planned out. People are going to talk about you, and then you're going to go, oh, that was one hell of an experience. I didn't die from it. Let's go. It's a different type of adrenaline rush. You're getting the rush of people and the energy. Okay. My third path, it's coming up. I know this. See how this cycle starts? The twin flame game. It's an actual game. I followed God. That's where the spiritual awakening comes in. He goes, all right, are you going to stay true to me? Or are you going to go back to your old ways? I'm going to test you right now. I'm going to put you through the test. All right. So he gave me the test of Adam and Eve. Stay true to this person. If you love her, even though it's not your type, stay true to her. Or are you going to bite the temptation? Because I had 30 situationships. I didn't even kiss a girl. Nothing. I stayed true to the twin flame. You know why? Because I knew if I stayed true to her and I stayed true to God, whatever the outcome was, I did it the right way. Guess what? You didn't stay true to me. Which now means God goes, huh, you are legit. You do want to change your ways. I put you in the cycle. I'm going to put you and give you everything that you know to see if you'll go back. You'll go back to being a fuckboy. You'll go back to this. This cycle ends very quickly. Watch. Now, my twin flame, which is also part of a game, and if you go look up twin flames, the energy's so crazy. Then you beat each other down, and then you want to be better than the other person, and then eventually at some point the energy level will go, I quit. All right, like, is this what you want in your relationship? Blah 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 blah. Blah. The difference is you can't take on somebody like me who is already knowing of the ending, who was chosen by God, and how do you get fired 100 times? I don't quit. You see why I'm chosen? Because God knows he's not a quitter. He's too stupid to quit. He'd rather just get fired and have another firing. You know how bad it feels to be fired over 100 times? Yeah. Go get fired once and tell me how bad it feels. 100 times, you're just like, it's not, it gets so bad that you even know the conversations. When it gets so bad you know the conversations. You get the feeling in the morning going, I should probably call in sick today. No. Still go in and you go, oh, I got fired. And once you realize that, you're just like, wow. Hmm. So how many doors do you think I had to open up going, why did I get fired? I was a shitbag. Why don't I have a relationship? I was a shitbag. Why don't I have money? Because I did fast things to get whatever I needed at that time. All right. So this whole karmic cycle says God goes, all right, you got to pay up your karmics. You got to pay up all your karmic cycle. I said, let's go. I did. You know what? But here's the other thing. God also, what if we're all secretly living a path from the Bible and you maybe one, two, three, four, five, six of those different people from the Bible, but that path is already laid out almost. And it just depends on how you handle the situation. And the reason I say this, and I'm nothing, okay, I'm nothing whatsoever. Just a guy who went through still going through a spiritual awakening, getting my ass handed to me, trying to do things the legit way. I believe I'm chosen. I know I'm a spiritual hero. Drink. Spiritual healer. And I do have empath abilities. So I know a little bit of stuff that's going on with me. I get that. So what if in one of the stories, I think it was Moses, had to spend 40 years in the the jungle, or I don't know the exact story. When I say I don't know religion, I don't. I don't know the stories. I hear of them here and there. When I watch a lot of motivational videos that come through with a lot of Christianity, faith, and miracles. Okay, so I that's where I pick up a lot of my stuff from. Okay, but if it's Moses in the desert or the jungle for 40 years, I'm 39. Well, look at my life. I'm looking at their lives and their stories. I'm going, all right. So the 40-year mark, which means this all changes for me. That twin flame comes back. I either say I choose the other half of my soul or I choose God. That's a that's a fun paradigm. I don't care who you are because I stay true to the truest form of love, even though I know she is the worst thing for me. The worst thing. She's going to come back. She's going to profess her love. She's going to say, "Oh, I changed. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to be better. I'll give you this. I'll give you that." Blah blah blah. And I have to go, "Thank you, but I can't trust you. I don't respect you. I'm not willing to put myself into any situation that can affect my mental health and who I am as a person moving forward. Thank you for being Twin Flame. Thank you for coming into my life. And I hope you can get through your next karmic cycle because it's going to be a rough one for you. And if you're smart, give yourself to God, get rid of your sins and addictions, and just try to be a better person one day at a time. If you try to help humanity out, that's all he wants. Help out the world, that's all he wants. I'm going to tell you, I know this karmic cycle is gross. I have never been beat down so bad in my entire life. When I say I normally have won at everything I've ever done, I can list off accolades like there's no tomorrow, no tomorrow. And at young ages, like I knew how to play the clarinet. I knew baseball as one of the best pitchers, batters, third baseman, golf. Got down to a 7 handicap. Schooling, I always got 80s, except for in like social studies and English. Did do well in those. You know, like I have a black belt in karate. I've won championships on all the teams I've played on. I've I don't know. I'm a winner in a lot of things in life, but in the last 3 years, I'm a loser at everything in life, and that's okay. Like I said, sometimes you gotta take your losses before you become the boss. So I'm taking my losses, taking my losses, taking my karmic pain, taking it all. But the fact that I'm medium, the fact that it's psychic, and the fact that my buddy, whose family are also spiritual, have all said, tell the guy who shines the brightest, stay away from the twin flame because he's destined to more. That's the craziest paradigm. Because this whole conversation, even though she's not the right person for you, it's the truest form of love. Because at the end, all of her negatives are my positives. All of my negatives are her positives. See how that works? It's the truest form of love because if we can figure it out, then the energy is harmonious. That's the way the world works, is making sure everything is harmonious. Am I willing to go into that pain and pressure? And no, which means that God now goes, okay, you stuck true to your word, stuck true to me. I put you through the ringer. I'm going to bless you. So watch what happens. I'm going to tell you right now. It's August 17th, September 9th. I don't know why that day is just ringing in my head, but September 8th is a Saturday. And I bet you if I go out on the Saturday, I won't have a six pack. I'll be very close. My clothes, all of them won't even fit, so I'll look goofy. I'll probably just wear the jacket, cowboy hat, white pants, white shoes, and try to advertise my company and just be who I am. But it's going to pick up so quick because I'm going to do, once I talk to this guy on Monday, figure out certain things about the contract before I sign it. I'm going to pay for the online lawyer that he sent me because I'm going to get all those paperworks done. And then I'm going to pay for one more thing. And if I do this all before September and show the world, hey, I'm throwing all this energy back out into the world, this new cycle that starts in September, that there's a full moon tonight, which means it picks up steam right now. Okay? So if I do this all, and even if I do this tomorrow, that will really show the world, all right, he's ready to go. That means I have to stop one conversation, truest form of love, and tell her to never have another thing to do with me, never come near me. Good luck in life. Best wishes. Thank you for everything. And then I get a soulmate who will be a ride or die, who will end up in Australia with me, and we will build a legacy and eliteness because she's the type of person who wants to make sure that animals and people are loved more than she is. She rather make sure everyone else is taken care of than herself. Me, I tried to do that, and it's only ever hurt me. So now I have to take care of myself. I'm going to tell you, my soulmate, whoever it is, she'll be taken care of. She just has to have faith, trust the process. I'm going to tell you right now, that was a 47-minute video. I didn't even get into anything that happened this last week. You know, it's probably for the better. Uh, it's been an interesting week because, like, as my buddy says, why worry about the trash when it takes itself out? And I go, it's such a savage way of thinking, but it's true. You know, and just worrying about money, cool. I got $1,200 coming from the bank. I got, well, $1,300 coming from work. It'll come when it comes. That's 2,500 bucks. Just gotta have faith. Because I'm gonna tell you, if I did not know my ending and the fact that, like, even the medium, she goes, "Oh yeah, you'll be elite now." She goes, "It's gonna take you longer. You gotta do it on your own." She goes, "You know, 10 years ago, you would have excelled in Dubai." She goes, "But your mentality's not there anymore." She goes, "You rather just be a beach bum and swat away bugs from your wife's face and just fall in love with her and enjoy life for the rest of your life." And I go, "Mm." So I already know where I'm going with this company once I can get it going. But now that it's going to hold me accountable, it's time to level up. You know what? If I'm destined to help more people instead of just one person, can't help everyone, and I can't even help myself. You know, honesty. I'm trying to get through life just like everyone else, but I have a pretty good understanding that if you move, like I said, do the gym, change your diet to all healthy, get away from all the corporation stuff, and go back to natural, whatever has not been really touched by humans. Like even if it's yogurts and whatnot that has a little bit of manufacturing, fine. But like stay away from the McDonald's, the A&Ws. Sorry, Larry. But that stuff's not healthy for you. If you're gonna make a burger, go get some real ground up beef and make the burger, put stuff inside it, cheese, peppers, onions, chop that down, put the top meat on top of it, cook it up. Now you got a burger that's got stuffing inside of it, and you'll go, wow, way healthier. So it's just changing the outside noise and not going so fast because I can't get this business going any faster. I can't get clients going any faster. Yeah, I market it. I've done everything right. I've given out free everything. But the reason it hasn't taken off is because God wants me to be the most legit person I could be. So he's going to make me sign up for that lawyer. He's going to make me do everything. So I'm going through the UK, I'm going through Africa. My company's international. He's going to set it up so that, hey, I'm going to get you big on my time. But every door that closes on you, I don't want you to give up because that's not the right door. I want you to find another thing. I'll open it. Once it opens, next. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a weird ass process because nobody's taught me this. Nobody. Shit. All I know how to do is read financials and get away from taxes. In all honesty, it's been a fun ride. It's going to get even more interesting. I just can't explain how more interesting it's going to get, but it's going to get very interesting shortly here. So, anyways, my name is Dustin Taylor. This is Divinity Virtue. Videos are getting a lot better. I don't sound so retarded. I don't make as many mistakes. Probably don't get to drink as much. That being said, there's always the tangent part, so maybe you guys go that way. The reason I'm doing this and the reason I post these videos is I'm trying to show people you really do have to understand what's going on in your life. Understand that life is probably already planned out, whether you believe it or not, and then understand what the emotions and the reactions are. You can learn to control your emotions, learn to say, okay, I gotta go through that day. That day kicked my ass, this, and don't do it with any substances. It's tough because you are dealing with your own thoughts. And your own thoughts are going to be the scariest thing for you. But once you can control your dark shadow or your, what is it, dark soul of the night, once you can control your dark soul of the night, oh, see, I made a mistake. Drink. Once you can control your dark soul of the night, you know the type of person you can be. And it's scary because I know the person I can be and the things I will do. But I also know that do I want to be that person with a guilty conscience and always have to think about my actions? I don't want to be that person anymore. I've done a lot of shitbag things where I had to like worry about what would happen to me for like a month or two afterwards. I'm good. I don't need to I don't need to influence other people's lives like that anymore. I don't need any ego boost. I just rather help people figure out who they are, learn the business game, and it's time to fly. I got the 1% mentality. I'm ready to go. I'm going to show you guys how to hit the home run. And if I do this the right way, I'm going to change the game. Nobody believes me, but I know I'm chosen. And I know I'm anointed from God. And these ideas were never really in my head until a few years ago. And all these steps just start happening. Why? So, whatever happens, happens. Anyways, take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better each and every day. Try to help others to grow, succeed, and be the best versions they can be. Everything happens on divine timing. My name is Dustin Taylor. This is Divinity Virtue. Go check out my TikTok. Go check out my Facebook, my LinkedIn. Please pass around all of my socials. In all honesty, I am looking to grow. I want this company going. And now that I'm going to get everything lawyered up and make it so that I can't say anything, you can't say anything, and we can actually just work together to build your own path in life. I think that sounds beautiful. That's a very honest job. It's very I'm helping out people. Maybe my ideas won't work. It's worked for me, but I'm not saying my ideas will work for everyone. So let's bounce it off of each other. Let's try to let's try to build the world together because what I want is after a year, I want to see what your progress is. That way I can see how I can tailor it to maybe this will work better. Maybe this works better. Oh, this didn't work. But at least then it means if me and you work together, that means the next person, if they have a situation that's close to that, show them, hey, this is what kind of worked for the other person. May work for you, may not. This is what I suggested. Try it. And all we're doing is we're creating a nice big atmosphere at the very end where people will get to go, ah, that's a good way of working. That worked. Okay, okay. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows how to get rid of anything. Everyone's just made up their own suggestions, blah, 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 and then gone to school and created a schooling system saying, hey, this is the right way. There is no right way in life. I walk the path of against the grain. I'm the black sheep. I'm, 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 I'm so white. I am the black sheep, if that makes sense. Anyways, God bless. Amen. It's Saturday. Have a great time. Drink, party, stay safe. God bless. Amen. Let's go.